Good to see you, my lovely salt and vinegar chips. So if you are in crypto like me, welcome, welcome. There are narratives that form and push retail into specific sectors throughout time. I have spent many videos going through them with you. Please, if you haven't, friends, like, subscribe, press the bell button and all. Thank you very much. Now, in these narratives, you can't perfectly predict what they're going to be. But today, I'm going to have a guess into what the next one might be. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think it has something to do with casinos, and I think it has something to do with PulseX and PulseChain. I know it's strange, it's weird, it's foreign. You think, nah, no way. But just hear me out. This is one of my speculation guesses. I've never heard anybody talk about it, and we're going to go through. So we started off in crypto with very noble causes. We had Bitcoin launch. It did its, 20,000x at the very, very start. And then we had Litecoin and other Bitcoin forks start to take over. So we had these noble, fair launches. Then we came into Ethereum era. Ethereum allowed you to make any ERC20 and everybody launched a coin. Your dog got a coin, your fluffy slippers got a coin, your squeaky chair, pointy elbows got a coin. You had dentist coin, for example, okay? And it really launched the casino, if you will, ERC20s. And then we had something happen in 2021, layer one gaming metaverse, it doesn't matter. But I'm specifically going to focus on something because I can identify some edge. You see, when Hex was first launched, maybe you've heard of Hex. Hex lets you satisfy the needs of the consumer by giving them yield. It is native yield. Okay, so Richard Hart, we're going to focus on Richard Hart. So Richard Hart had foresight into the next narrative back in 2019. So what I'm doing is I'm now going back in time. So to learn what's going on today in the future, we have to learn from the past. So Richard Hart was conceptualizing Hex in 2018 and 2019. These people are rare, friends. If you can ever find some of these, they can see what's coming next. They can see the future that me and you didn't even know exist. Now, a lot of you listen to me because there are so many things. I'm sitting here. I can see the future too. And I get so excited when it finally comes to me. But you know what the thing is? I'm here to help you, but I don't have a coin. I don't have anything financialized for you and me to participate and do that. We can take like leveraged bets, but I know how that game's going to end. I'm here. I believe that you deserve better than that. Leveraged bets are going to have a 98% loss rate. That's right, only 2% win rate, and I think it's trash. I don't put any of these disgusting things in front of you because I think you deserve better. I treat you like you are my own brother or sister, friends, family, children, grandmother, grandparents, it doesn't matter. We're family. So look at this. So back in 2018 and 2019, during this era, Richard Hart had foresight. What we all thought was he was a complete scammer. So remove that part out now. So it doesn't even matter whether Hex succeeded or not. It doesn't matter. What matters is he got the narrative right. Richard Hart's narrative was the yield narrative, certificate of deposit. He believed you had to code inflation into native yield ability in the blockchain because people want yield. And he looked at the banks. He looked at banks and how they give yield out. They don't actually loan your money out to give you the yield, by the way. This was mind-shattering as well. Banks do not loan your money out to give you the yield. They just print the money from government policy. They don't actually loan the money out. I know, I used to think they loan the money out. No, it's not actually a free market, friends. So let's go forward. So all that matters is he got the narrative right. Let's focus on this. So in 2019, Hex launches, he got the narrative right. How right was he? Well, I know you can't see this on the chart. This is a Bitcoin chart. Let's zoom in. Around this time, DeFi season became big. Chainlink, synthetics, Aave, people want yield and smart contracts and everything involving with DeFi. And then we had a big DeFi season. We had 2,000% APY and everything went nuts. So I know no one's made this link, but this is why you watch me, friends. Thank you very much. I'm here to link it for you. Richard was early. Mr. Duck himself, Ricardo Corazon himself, was early to the narrative. Of course, what do you want to do? Do you want to congratulate him or not? Doesn't really matter. I don't care. I'm just here to tell you he was right. Whether you like the guy or not, doesn't matter. Like, it's pretty amazing. He got it right. And how right was he? He was super right because we had a freaking entire season just based off yield. That's how right he was. And if we look at the early hex chart, we got a big pump out of that. So this is what the linear chart looked like. Of course, we can't get the proper real measurement because these flags are where the average weighted price entry was. But hey, we can't deny it. During this is where DeFi season was, friends, just to let you know. I know this was big payday. See October here. This here was big payday run up. But DeFi season had gone up. So you can think of it like built up demand in a pressure cooker where everyone's like, I want yield, DeFi. If you notice, if you go back in this time, Richard was calling Hex real DeFi. That's what it was saying. What we can't deny is it pumped. I know it pumped early and then it had like a double pump. So it actually did really well for that DeFi season. Now, of course, nobody connects them together because it's not listed on any exchanges and it wasn't part of the mainstream narrative. But it is what it is. And then we had an even bigger pump. We even had DeFi 2.0, which was we had a DeFi 2.0 season in 2021. That was like Olympus DAO and on the other Ponzi's. Hex went up based off PulseChain, but don't focus too much on that. What I want to focus on is the fact that Richard Hart got it right. He got the yield narrative right. So where are we going to today? Well, he decided of all the things he could possibly launch, we've got a casino launching. We have a casino launched. PulseX, PulseChain, the casino. You see all the tokens, friends. Look at Link, right? Oh my God, it's actually recovering up even more. Wow. So the casino, friends. The casino is here. He chose a casino. He made a captain's call. Crypto is a very long duration asset because there's a lot of things you got to make a decision for in the future. And you got to hope that it snowballs. So let's focus on this. He got the narrative and the yield part right in 2019. What came in the year after? 2020, he had DeFi season. So Hex launches 2019. Literally a DeFi season comes a year after. And then it actually continues into 2021. We even had a season DeFi 2.0, etc. People want yield. So we have PulseX and PulseChain right now. We have yield farms. We have the ERC20, the PRC20. People get free airdropped coins. They bond them together and then we can trade. And then, for example, watch my previous video. I've mentioned to you, the whole point of this is so me and you can buy Chainlink, the real Chainlink, but buy it on PulseChain. So when Ethereum's gas fees are $300, we can buy the real Chainlink on PulseChain. We don't actually need to buy it on Ethereum itself. That's what the whole purpose of this is, to do the liquidity bonding. This PRCP token stuff, that is just for the pure degenerate and the gamblers. It's going to be fascinating to watch, but you can actually get real utility out of PulseChain. Like, you don't even have to be a speculator at all. If you love Aave, if you love Shiba Inu, if you love Chainlink, if you love anything else, you can actually buy pieces of them on PulseChain. Surprise, surprise. I like eHex because it's the original first hex. I can buy eHex on PulseChain, which is what I do, friends. That's where I buy my eHex. I load my money on PulseChain and I buy it. So let's continue. Now, I'm here to speculate. Maybe Richard Hart is foreshadowing the next narrative of crypto. And this is going to blow your mind, okay? Because what happened on Twitter, there was a bit of an eruption. You see, Hasaka Trades, I think he's one of the people's favorites. I think, I don't know, don't quote me. I've heard rumors. He's like a very ethical, moral guy. He's a big trader, like multi-million trader. I don't know if his P&L is anywhere from 10 million to 50 or $100 million. Enormous. But this is what happened. Look at this. He says, I've been indulging in my inner degen with some dust. See something on Rollbit. Rollbit is a crypto casino, very controversial. While I let my core positions marinate undisturbed, I love the option to pick the ideal fee structure based on your trading style, partnering with them. Let's run this account up. So Rollbit is a crypto casino, but it's an in-house one. I just went to Rollbit Profit and you can see, so I'm here to give you a big fat warning, friends. So I'm just going to I'm actually having to change this to red text. I know it's very aggressive. We're just going to do X's here. So please don't trust anything you see, any of these P&Ls, okay? Let's go down so I can actually roll it out for you again. Don't trust any of these. This is in-house. Do you understand? These are in-house exchanges. So I can run my own exchange. You can literally come to my basement and you can gamble on the prices of fluffy slippers and I can just make a scoreboard and say, well, you're up $40,000, right? But you have a screenshot of that $40,000, but you don't actually have the $40,000. I can just be doing it as a promotion. So that is what is with in-house. Now, I'm not accusing them of anything. I'm just telling you that's what it is. And that's why if you go and you check the profits, everyone's like, wow, look at my profits. Wow, 130,000 profit. Oh, wow. So obviously, you know exactly what's going to happen. You start playing on these, friends. I guarantee you're not going to be. Let me make you a bet. You play on these. After 30 days, you're not going to be part of the top 2% who are winning. You're going to be part of the 98% who regrets they never clicked on it in the first place. All right. So you got to be super careful with these. Now I'm going to delete these. So I want you to know, of course, we've got to change it back to Pumpermental Green so we can continue, friends. When it comes to this, we have to understand what's going on. I'm just thinking if Richard got something right in the last narrative and he was front running the yield narrative, maybe he's right about the casino narrative. I know this sounds crazy, by the way, because you're looking at all these crypto use cases. Okay, let's delete this. You're looking at all these crypto use cases. We're looking at even Chainlink and oracles and the everything coming in privacy coins. Nowhere in your mind would you actually think, wow, I wonder if people just want to come and gamble. But when we think about it, I've been telling you this since the start. Crypto is just imaginary, fugazi, Ponzi gambling, like the stock market. Really, we know it. Crypto is just a casino. We are gambling on ticker symbols. The whole premise of PulseChain is to prove everybody that no one actually cares about Link. We just care about what Link represents. We like that. Oh, Link is linked to a blue logo with a blue hexagon logo. You know, we don't actually want to, like, am I really interested in buying Link to lock it up and get the yield from smart contracts pinging the Oracle server? Yeah, I am. But does it exist now? Nope. It's just all guessing. We're literally just guessing. And this is just Link, by the way. I've used the gold standard of utility, by the way. Like, if you look at these other 400,000 coins, VeChain, you think anybody cares about supply chains? Bitcoin. Yes, I said it. Yes, Bitcoin. Bitcoin represents Satoshi in the law. Okay. What do you actually use it for? Nothing. Just sits there. So a lot of these, they're basically storing the value of your inner degens. So I know this is advanced to flesh out, friends, but the only reason why I'm telling you this is everybody's having this realization. I'm here to get ahead of the game. I know, okay, well, there's no more noble and moral and ethical causes now. Everyone is here for the casino. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people get upset. There's nothing wrong. The internet, friends, just look, I'll just go tell you right now, all right? The internet. So 90% of the internet is, okay, so look at this. Actually, the real number is 35% of the internet is just straight adult material. Okay? And then the other, literally like 60% is just people sending trash, memes, and emojis back and forth, right? Poop talking, just poop talking themselves. That's it. That's literally 95% of the internet is adult material and just people sending each other like trash, music, just like wasting time, leisure. That's it. And only 5% of the internet is actually journalism, right? Revealing government corruption. Okay, you know, you have like WikiLeaks, these types of things. 5%. It's actually less than that. It's funny. I know you don't even believe that. It's like 1%. So think about what the internet was invented for. It was invented for, let's reveal governments. Let's stop people getting oppressed. Let's show everybody in the world to do this. That's what the internet was really invented for. What do we use it for right now? The poop, right? We're all having fun. It's a casino. That's just life. That's just life. And let me tell you something. Life is like that too. You know, heroes, yeah, they wear capes, but what are they actually doing most of the time? They're sitting at home in a squeaky chair, sweating it out, watching TV, you know, eating their berries. They're not actually doing much. Sending each other banana emojis, taking selfies, replying to their friends with LOL. That's literally what we're doing most of the day. Having a shower. Where's the whole put on a cape and save everybody part? Yeah, it's like 2 hours of the week. 2 out of like 140 hours, whatever it is. So this is actually what real life is like. So I'm now using that to forecast perhaps crypto will go the same way as everything else. So we all believe, yes, crypto, we're going to give decentralized insurance premiums to South African farmers to give them an insurance payout based off the weather. Yes, that's what Chainlink can do. But you know what else Chainlink can do? Exist as like a ticker symbol just for gambling. Like here, woohoo, look at the casino. This is what we're here to do. We all know it. Everybody's here for gambling on the casino. Of course, everybody got offended because Richard Hart many years ago said, you're all here actually for the casino. This was very offensive. I remember it triggered me when I heard that the first time. I remember hearing, I'm not here for the price go up. But like when he says you're just here for the price go up, that's actually what it means. It means you are here for the speculation. You're here for value go up. That's casino. Why do people gamble in the casino? Because they're bored and they want to make money. See? So it is the same thing. We're just slowly learning these through digital cyberspace. It's fascinating to see this because, yes, there is no book, friends. I'm the book. You're watching it. Thank you. Like, subscribe, press the bell button and all. Look at all these juicy, juicy videos for you. Hot, fresh content. Look at these beautiful green banners for you. You are a very kind baby all, and we are exploring this together. So I'm just thinking the next narrative is probably to do with PulseChain and PulseX. Wouldn't that be a great way for us to see our 100x bags appear? Because right now the prices are down. Yes, the prices are down. This is a weekly chart. We can see this. Luckily, it looks like it's slowing down for a bit. Yes, Pulse is down. It sucks. Why do I have looky face emojis here? Because the whole saga is starting, friends. We're getting people into the ERC, PRC20 yield farming. And once we have enough people there, we can start to pump it. Because it's just like going to a shopping mall. You go there for one item, you leave with everything else. You go there for a shirt, you leave there with some slippers along the way. Okay, so that's the whole premise of it. Owning PulseX is like owning the casino. I believe the next narratives of crypto, of course, there's going to be some noble causes. You know, there's a lot of people talking about like layer two, wow. No one cares. No one cares. Zero knowledge. Nobody cares. Like all these people are saying, oh, wow, liquid staking derivatives, LSD. But I know this is how out of touch they are. These Ethereum maxis who bought Ethereum at $40, they actually believe me and you care about 3.5% yield on Ethereum. Like we actually care. Wow, the thing's not going to move, man. Right? Yeah, 300% is great if your clip size is 780K. But if your clip size is less than 50K, you don't care. Who the hell cares? You're going to get a 3x on Ethereum in the next cycle, and then 3 to 4x by the time you realize. So these narratives, they're not enough to capture retail. I'm telling you right now, they are not. And what is enough to capture retail? I'm telling you, casino, gambling, even more gambling. Yes, it is. Now, Richard's done a decentralized casino. That's what PulseX is. It's a decentralized casino because they're shutting down the Binance one. What people don't know is Binance getting under scrutiny with Coinbase makes it a higher pumpamental potential for PulseX, PulseX. Because now what the SEC has done is said, hey, you can't offer centralized ways to make yield. You can't do that anymore. So they've basically shut off the gates in that end. But hey, we know people still want to gamble. We know we're in here, friends. And look, let's be honest, friends. I'll be honest. There is nothing more fun than when your friends are gambling together with you. It's fun. It's fun. When we're all messaging, we're all in some coin and it's up like 600% or 400%. These moments are so rare. But once you get a winner, it is actually exciting and thrilling. It really is. Everybody's spending memes. We're all making jokes. Wow, we're going to take over the world. It is really, really fun, exhilarating. It is like a rush of drugs, endorphins, oxy to your head. It really is fun. Okay, just like having a laugh on the internet with your friends. It's the same thing. People go and play games together, go through these experiences. This is an experience for us. It's a different type of experience. Just so happens we can make a lot of money. The making money part is the experience. That's why this thing is like the greatest game you can play. So here I am thinking, if Richard Hart himself, if he is correct about the next like type of narrative coming, then we've already set ourselves up. But it is something to think about for the rest of the coins we buy. And look, you already know this. Part of this casino narrative is memes. Part of this casino narrative is these fun, lighthearted, joke, metaverse type of memes. Now, not metaverse games. We are the metaverse. That's what people don't understand. We are the metaverse, friends. Yeah, you can make this little game, but the real metaverse is people interacting as characters on Twitter. The real metaverse is tying in decentralized exchanges to these Twitter things, having NFT profiles. That's actually the real metaverse. We are morphing all of our personalities, our mindset, our consciousness. We're morphing them through and connecting them to talking to each other through the internet. And we're building out this story themselves. We get to see it. Okay. So what do we do from here? Well, our bags are already packed. It's something to think about. And it'll be something fantastic if it plays out because it's going to shock everybody. And really, it's going to shock a lot of people, but not all of us, because we already know people get excited for the casino part. So in the next wave, you never know, maybe BlackRock, Bitcoin ETF comes and does a pump and dump, maybe we get scammed. I still believe there's going to be narratives along the way. There's going to be Altseasons along the way somewhere. And there's probably going to be a rift. I believe what's going to happen is there's going to be a rift. There's going to be a split between one type of alt season is going to be around the nerd stuff like liquid staking derivatives, hyper transactions, all this stuff no one cares about. And only the insider VC pump and dumpers, they're the ones who are going to win on that. And no one's really going to get excited. No one cares. That's going to be one type. But the other type is going to be everything to do with memes, casino, yield farming, right? Degen, right? Exciting stuff. This is all exciting stuff, isn't it? I just said all this, right? I'm not even joking, right? Memes, they're fun. We all know they're fun. Pepe did 340,000x. All right. They got these scammers talking about Igon Layer, which I made a video of to tell you that they've already raised the VC funding, friends. Like you can even check here. I typed in Igon Layer. Right, they've already made, say, crypto industry exposed, beware of the snakes and pip. They already finished the raising of the funding and then they start shilling it on the main channels, okay? So we've already spoken about this. No one's getting excited for that, but memes, Pepe did a 340,000x. Shib did a 1 million x. Look at the power of this. You don't get this in this other trash. The casino refers to all of the Degen leverage trading. We know this. We're seeing this with Rollbit. We're seeing the popularity of these things continue and thrive. Not other use cases, okay? Yield farming is part of that as well. We have PulseX, PulseChain, degening stuff, anything to do with that. They're probably going to invent some cool ways to degen with NFTs later. I don't know any, but I'm just thinking out there, right? People are just going to latch onto everything. So this is actually, it is exciting. It is exciting. Sitting there with your little liquid staking derivative, earning 3% yield on your Ethereum, which you got to spend so much money just to freaking do the process anyway. Like, no one's getting excited for that. Me and you already know. These people, they're out of touch. But the good thing is that there's a disconnect. There's a disconnect between what the majority of the crowd think is happening because they're getting their news from the mainstream crypto media. There's a disconnect from there, and there's a disconnect between what we think is happening because we are the bleeding edge. We are making the stories here now. We get to see them unfold. Why? Because I'm not a paid shill. I'm here doing all this research myself. I'm just telling you what I do, here to tell you that I appreciate you. Thank you very much, friends. Keep your fluffy slippers on. Keep your back straight. Tell mum and dad we're going to make it. And hey, memes are fun. We are the memes, friends. Like, subscribe, bell button on. I'm going to catch you next one.